Hey guys, Angry Beast here, bringing you some PM9 gameplay on the map, I believe, Downturn here, using the PM9 with the silencer and the kick proficiency, because that's pretty much all I had unlocked. This is a modified version of my rushing class from my classes and setups in a video a couple days back. Instead of using UMP, I'm using the PM9 here with the silencer. It's probably the second worst SMG in the game according to all the stats. Because it has the highest recoil of all the submachine guns, but it does have a high fire rate, so that kind of makes up for it. It does not benefit from headshots in any way, shape, or form, and it's only got 35 damage, so you're not going to be doing as much damage as, say, the UMP at medium to long range. You're not going to be doing as much damage as, say, the PP90 at close range. So this really is a different type of submachine gun than everything else. You really have to play it a little bit differently. It reminds me a lot of the Uzi from Black Ops because it's got the high recoil and the low damage. But it's a good gun nonetheless. I mean, it takes quite a few bullets to kill, and I pick up a death here. Made a mistake of trying to chase him down. You really can't do that when using a gun like the PM9 because of the high recoil. It really is hard to get your shots on target, and when you can let someone get the advantage by sneaking around a corner, generally you're just better running away with this gun. My perks are Extreme Conditioning, Assassin, and Dead Silence. This is basically a total stealth submachine gun class. I'm kind of rushing in this game. I'm more of patrolling this area in the first half of the game. Towards the end, I start moving around quite a bit more. But I'm using the flashes and bouncing betties mainly because those are great for a free-for-all setup, which is where I was using this before. But this gun is very, very powerful at close range. I mean, it can kill faster than any other primary weapon in the game, besides, of course, the sniper rifles and the Type 95, but that's another story. But at medium to long range, you're really not going to get your shots on target. Nice double kill with the bouncing Betty there. Because of the high recoil, your medium to long range damage is so low. You're better off keeping your engagements to close quarters and trying to stay inside buildings or underground in this area. I don't actually drop underground too much in this game because I honestly don't like it. I feel too vulnerable when I'm underground. I mean, there's so many places to get shot from above the ground, which is a pretty bad situation to be in. But there isn't too much else to do with this gun. I mean, you stay either inside or you stay underground, and you just try and stay alive, basically. I mean, it's one of the harder guns to get kills with because of its poor medium long range stuff, and this gun's range is absolutely atrocious when you put a silencer on it. I believe it has the exact same range as the Scorpion in Black Ops, which I don't know if you knew is absolutely terrible range. It's shot like, I believe, 10 feet, and then the damage dropped completely to 20. But whatever. One thing this gun does have, though, which is similar to the Scorpion, I believe, is that it has absolutely no hipfire recoil. So if I were to use this in an ideal setup where I had all attachments and stuff unlocked, I'd run this thing with rapid fire and steady aim, as well as the range proficiency, to bolster that range to the point where it's so okay at medium range, and use the rapid fire to increase close range lethality, and use the steady aim because it has absolutely zero hipfire recoil, which is a very, very powerful thing for this gun. If you could do akimbo weapons in this game, primary weapons like submachine gun, this would be the best akimbo weapon in the game. I mean, it's got the nice 32 round clip, and it's got a fast fire rate. It's got no hipfire recoil, so I don't know. They took away the ability to akimbo my assault rifles, and I'm kind of sad about that. I miss being able to run around my akimbo P90s and basically have a light machine gun with terrible freaking hipfire spread, but whatever. Tips for playing this map. I like to stay on the outside of the map. I think the middle of the map is a death trap on this map because once you go inside the middle of the map, you're able to be shot from all sides, and there's very little cover in this map. So, you know, it's all a matter of choice. Sometimes I'll have some luck using a weapon like the ACR in the middle of the map because I'm able to get my shots on target and kill them pretty fast. But right here I pick up my specialist bonus, and I believe I die, which just sucks, but whatever. It ends up being a pretty good gameplay, about a 4 KD with this gun, which is not the easiest to get by any means. As you can see right here, I put so many bullets into him, and I end up having to knife him because the range on this is just so bad. But this gun is definitely usable. I'm not going to say it's the worst gun in the game. I think the MP5 takes the cake for being the worst submachine guns because it's the same 3-bullet kill as all other submachine guns. As well, it's got the 750 round per minute fire rate, which is absolutely horrid, as well as terrible recoil. So This isn't the worst submachine gun, but it's definitely not the best by any means. You're going to be getting a lot of hit markers with this gun anywhere past a couple feet in front of your face. But if you are inside that effective range, this thing will just tear through people faster than any other primary weapon in the game. As long as you're just a little bit accurate with your hip fire spread, you can really take people out before they can know you're there, which is a very powerful trait for a gun. Again, talk about this map. If you stay the outside corners of the map and inside buildings, I think you'll have a lot more success than just running out in the middle of the map. I do it a couple times in this game, and most of the time it's not a good idea. This is what I call the middle of the map, this in the underground area. Because you're using a close range weapon, you really need to make sure you control your engagements to the point where you know where the enemy's coming from, and you can meet them there where they don't expect you to be. So flanking is definitely the best option, especially if you're running a stealth setup like this. It can really save your life a lot of times. And if you're playing against a team who's playing defensively, sometimes rushing cannot be the best option to take. I mean, if they're playing really defensively and you're trying to rush, sometimes they'll just be in such a good spot where you really can't kill them without dying yourself. So I don't know. It's all up to choice and preference, but one more tip for the PM9 here before I talk about some other stuff is use the flashbangs with this gun. Oddly enough, it has the fastest raise and drop time of all the submachine guns, which means it's exceptionally good for throwing flashes and stuns without quick draw, because you pull up your gun faster than any other primary weapon in the game besides the G36C, which is unique in that. So the flashbangs are a lot more useful than stun already, but when you combine that with the PM9's fast draw time, it really leaves no reason to use the concussion grenades. Other than that, for this map, there isn't too much I can say. Stay out of the middle here. I mean, it'll just get you killed 95% of the time, and there's not that much cover underground, contrary to what it looks like. Every power position underneath is not really a power position. It's got a couple places where you can die from up top, which is never a good idea. You don't want to get killed from up top. This building right here is a death trap. I'm using a submachine gun. It might look like it's a close quarters building, but it's not. It's meant for assault rifle shooting down the range. So I would suggest to stay away from it for the most part. If you have to go through it, just be careful. Take a teammate or two with you that are running assault rifles and have them take out the opponent before you rush in there and just die. My special setup here is a sleight of hand, the stalker, and the steady aim. Sleight of hand is obvious. This gun is a freaking long reload of whatever. It's a bullpup weapon, so it's going to have a longer reload than most submachine guns. I think it's the only bullpup submachine gun in the game, which is another thing that makes it unique, but whatever. I'm using Stalker because obviously a submachine gun is going to be really good when aiming down sights already, and when you add that with Stalker, you're going to kill people so fast. And finally I have steady aim because the hip fire in this is amazing. But anyways, guys, this nice little 28 and 7 with the PM9. It's definitely not the best gun in the game, but it's very usable at close range if you know how to play it right. Try it out with a rapid fire and steady aim. I'm Angry Beast, and I am signing out.